Before the video starts, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into it.
Welcome back, Squabblers. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to share with a friend. Turn your post notifications on so you know every time we post a video. Just a reminder, our audio listeners, we are now dropping on Saturdays. For the YouTubers, we are dropping Mondays. My fiance of 1 year just proposed. So, wait, what?
Wait.
My fiance of 1 year just proposed. So we were traveling to okay, I guess they were dating for a year. We were traveling to Tennessee so he could meet my dad. I told my fiance that my father was an old school retired Marine and that he couldn't wear his long locks when he meets him. I asked my fiance to cut his hair. He refused, so I cut his locks while he slept.
Oh, no.
He broke up with me. I'm so hurt. I told him to stop being petty because hair can grow back. Him, every time I look in the mirror, I see what you did. Is he overreacting? How long to let him cool down before I try to contact him again? I'm afraid he may call off the wedding. Advice.
Oh, we're not getting married.
Yeah,
We're not getting married.
that's assault, is it not?
Yes. As someone who used to have locks, I know. Someone who used to have locks, like even like when my mom would joke about it, like, oh, we cut them off when you're sleeping. I'm like, don't play.
Yeah.
Don't play. Like,
honestly, that was like one of my fears when I went off to college. That's why I love the fact that Clayton State had the individual rooms, because a lot of schools nowadays, they have the rooms where you have to share one room with another person that you don't even know. And my fear was that like I was gonna get matched with some very mean girl who was just gonna hate on me and cut my hair at night. It was very unrealistic, but yeah. So I was glad I had my own room.
So you locked your door at night?
Of course. I locked my door all the time.
Me and my roommates. There'll be times I come back from a day of class and there'll be people in my room that I didn't even know because I had the biggest TV.
My room was the game room, so it's like sometimes like I'll wake up and I just see a bunch of people just up there just playing. And I'm sitting there like, really? Let me get in. Let me get around it. So
that's when there was a Teen Wolf night. There was a Walking Dead night where people. I eventually ended up knowing them, but people would just come over and like they'll bring their blankets and all that shit, bring snacks, and we'll watch the new episode of Teen Wolf that week, new episode of Walking Dead that week, and then most of the time when I came home during the day, they were playing whatever video games I had. I had an Xbox back then. So.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, for us it was games. It was Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, Halo 3. Like we're playing those all the time. Oh, and Dragon Ball, Budokai Tenkaichi.
Are you still friends with your roommates?
Well, a couple of them I knew from high school and middle school, and the other ones I don't really talk to them as much. But like we're still cool. Like if I'm like, hey, like if I go back to Miami. And and I'm like, hey, you got time to hang out? They'll hang out. Like real cool. Real cool. My other years, not so much. There's a couple that I'm still cool with, but like internet cool with, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. My sophomore year, like I don't talk to them at all. I don't know what the hell happened to them at all. I don't even remember their names.
Did you stay at the same school all 4 years, or did you?
Yeah. 5.5 years.
Damn.
Took a little while.
Hey, at least you finished.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah. I almost double majored, and then they're like, you have to be here another semester, and I say, nope.
Just one more semester? You could have got 2?
Nah, it wasn't gonna be worth it. I was already in debt. It's like, oh, we gonna add more? Like for a degree I know I ain't gonna use. Now I'm gonna have 2 I know I ain't gonna use.
That's crazy because I don't think I've used my degree yet.
This could kind of be. Like,
yeah, but that's not really.
That's the closest.
Well, you majored in math.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And none of my taxable jobs have utilized my degree at all.
I'll have to utilize your degree one of these days because I don't do math at all.
Oh, I love math.
Obviously, if you got a degree in it, because like I was taking math for liberal arts in college, and I failed Like the first semester. Yeah, I was like, what the hell is this?
My first math class in college was calculus. I know they usually start off with like algebra and
College
pre-cal
algebra,
and then something else and then calculus.
The funny thing is, like, high school, like geometry, I didn't pass. I didn't do well. Then there was algebra, which I didn't do. I didn't do too well in that. I did okay. I took pre-calculus, got a B. And I was like, I don't understand. And the teacher had this thick accent. Nobody could understand it, but here I am. I get this. And
you know what? That reminds me in the 11th grade, I think it was. I had a math teacher. His name was Mr. Upalari. He was Indian, and he had a thick accent, and everyone in the class would just die laughing when he said, "Everybody in the class, get out your calculator." He could not say calculator to save his life. Calculator.
I think
to this day.
I think it's something about like the Middle Eastern ones, because no pre-calculus teacher was Mr. Sadui. Yeah, and I still don't know what he was saying half the time, but it made sense in math apparently.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, there was actually a video floating around of, I think, a Middle Eastern teacher as well, and it said something about, I think it was unmarketable tomatoes or something like that, but the thick accent made it sound just unintelligible. So yeah.
Did you go to school?
Yeah. I did. I did 2 years at the school she went to. That's where I met,
Talking about high school, college?
College. I don't think you, like, they were at the wedding, but I don't think you, if you interacted, I wasn't there.
What school was that?
Clayton State. In Morrow, Georgia.
I went to Florida Atlantic University. Shout out to the Owls. Hoot, hoot.
Hoot, hoot.
We were the Loch Ness Monster.
What? The Loch Ness Monsters? Y'all not even in Loch Ness.
The Clayton State Lakers. That was their...
It was actually a girl too. It was Locke and I can't remember the girl version.
I want to say it started with an N. I don't know why that. I'm probably way off.
And then we had a pet on campus too, the swan.
The swan, yeah. Because there was one big ass lake and then one small. No, there was multiple.
It was
lakes.
like 4 or 5 lakes.
Yeah. We had a specific owl, the burrowing owl, but we couldn't have one as a pet because it's an endangered species, I believe. But they're like on campus and you see them. They're like these small owls, and they apparently they burrow and stuff like that. I only saw it like one time.
Have you ever seen an owl's legs?
Yes, those ones you actually can see their legs. That's
really?
Yeah.
That's
you can see their actual legs. And it's funny because like as much as they were talking about conservation and stuff like that, they kept building stuff, and I'm like, but the owls.
That's hilarious.
Would you rather have to smoke crack before a family function, or at that family function, every time somebody walks through the front door, you have to lick the doorknob?
Or?
You gotta pick one.
Smoke crack before the family function.
So like the one we have. Would you rather have to smoke crack before that, or you could pick either this door or that back door? Anytime somebody goes in or out, you have to lick the doorknob.
Crack me up, man.
If they see you licking the door, they're gonna think you on crack anyway.
Exactly.
You're probably gonna do it while you're on.
So
crack.
why might as well be under the
So I would actually pick doorknob only because I can bar the door.
I don't want to see you on crack.
No, you can't. Those are two major entrances and exits.
We have other entrances to the house. They can go in the side gate and go through the garage.
No, then that defeats the purpose. You're trying to do a loophole. No, you can't do a loophole.
So
it's every time somebody enters and exits. So you're going to have to do it at least once.
Why?
Because that's the whole thing. You can't just loophole your way out of it. I'm not going to lick nothing. Yeah, you have to lick something. So my coworker reached out to, or not reached out, he literally said, he literally sits right next to me in the cubicle. And he was asking, because I know he subscribed to us. I didn't know that he follows us on Instagram. Yeah. So, and I just posted a video today, and we got some negative comments, and all I did was like them. It's harder, because at the end of the day, You already gave me the view. Thank you for that. But he asked me, he's like, why don't you ever respond? Because he noticed, except for that one person that says that misspelled stupid, trying to call us stupid, I don't usually respond. I just like it or thumbs up it, depending on the app, and I move on. So I'll let each, because I know you don't respond. Britt, have you ever responded to a negative comment on our stuff? So me, the reason why I don't respond specifically is because I don't know. I feel like we're still in the identity phase of our podcast, right? But at no point of any part of this identity search did we ever say that we were like journalists or anything like that. Like over the weekend, somebody was like, when I posted a clip of her saying about the lady who got fired, or maybe who got arrested for the squatter. Somebody was like, I can't find this anywhere. One Google search, I found 4 articles, copied and pasted. I was like, there you go. And then they came back and thumbs up. It was like, but I'm not gonna go into your negativity because.
So people out here just fabricate stories. I think we're leaning more into like a comedy podcast, where like we don't take anything serious, which fits the name of the podcast. But even if we were, I don't think we've ever shown or put a front up like, oh, we know what we're talking. Like we know 100% fact that this is true, or stuff like that. So it's like, what's the point? And like I just said, you already gave me the view. You could delete the comment, the view, or you can edit it, but you can't give me the view back. That's 2. And 3, you ain't gonna say that shit in my face. And the way I've been feeling lately, I'll start the shadow of a nigga for real. Like I've been itching for something. Like literally itching for somebody to say something. Like it's real calm on the surface, but like I've been having a pretty crazy last couple weeks, so I'm waiting for somebody to say something. But it's just I didn't even really think about it until he asked me. He's like, "Yeah, why don't you just respond?" Because the one from today, it was 2 of them. There was 3 comments, but only 2 of them were like super negative. We've been getting a lot of likes. Pause real quick before you read the comments. What if he's low key like egging you on because he's trying?
He's one of them. He's one of the people. He's like,
it could be one of them because only one of them doesn't have the. Well, I know you can put a profile picture for anything, but all right. So one was.
And you said this is on the squatter video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope. This one is the. Why did we? If we were so creative, why did y'all? You said, why did we choose racism? So somebody said the neutral one was chose to choose is crazy. So there's because you said why did yeah. And then the other one said room temperature IQ podcast. Yeah. And somebody else said
that's funny.
Instagram decided to hide it on its own, but all they said was low IQ podcast.
Damn.
And I liked it.
All right,
and
cool.
2 other people. The guy who said room temperature podcast, he liked it, and then the person who wrote it liked it. So nobody's really. But then on the overall thing, we got 22 likes. So it was like when I asked this like a couple podcast episodes ago. When it's something dumb like that, where we obviously just joking and you obviously just said something that was like kind of like a high thought. Where it's like you think it's dumb on the surface, and you think about it, it's like, why did they choose that? When somebody comments like that, it's room temperature IQ, but if people are liking it, are they liking it? If you like it, does that mean that you also agree with what I'm saying? With what you're saying?
No, I think
so are they also room temperature IQ people?
No, I think they agree with them calling us room temperature.
But then they would like the comment. I'm talking about when they like the post itself.
Oh.
So it's like all these 22 people in the last 12 hours have liked it. Are they room temperature IQ people too? Could you argue that?
I guess you can. At the same time.
It depends on how valid you hold that person's opinion.
At the same time, fuck that comment.
For sure, yeah.
Like, that's why I'm trying to respond. I don't want to be that person anymore. I used to be like, oh really?
Oh my goodness. At work, the emails I be getting, Jesus.
There's one video we just had that.
Yeah.
My boss literally has to like sit me in the corner because my typing. You don't want to be on the other end of that email.
Bro, our old boss. Yeah.
Oh.
He would have to. I would have to type to him first, and then he'd be like, "Yeah, don't say that." And I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah. My boss acts as like the mediator between most of the conversations that happen through.
Yeah, because it's not what I'm saying is wrong.
It's very valid. It's just the delivery.
Yeah, I just have to word it better. It doesn't have to. It has to. It can't sound like I'm saying you bitch ass nigga.
Even though that's exactly what I'm saying.
What I said.
It has to be corporatized. Is that a word? Corporatized?
It's a word now.
We're gonna roll with it with our room temperature IQ.
I think I have the same.
Oh yeah, we're dumb as fuck. So we don't know.
I don't know.
When you play rock paper scissors, which one do you normally go with?
It's a toss up, man.
Yeah.
You don't have a go-to. Everybody has a
No.
go-to.
No, because if I have a go-to,
my go-to,
because then you're gonna find you. If I have a go-to, you'll certain people who will figure that out, and now I'm losing.
Well, my go-to is paper.
So now every time we play,
let's go.
No, because now you're probably gonna trick me.
No, I'm gonna do paper.
All right.
See?
Yeah, I'm interested.
That's I don't know. You never like you guys have never like. There's no reason for paper because obviously paper can lose to something, but it's like I just feel like everybody else had like a go-to actionable thing.
I don't have a go-to per se, but I guess it's based off of how I'm feeling in the moment. Like the same way that you asked me A, B, or C, and I don't know what the options are. Sometimes I choose A, sometimes I choose B, but it's based off of how I'm feeling in the moment.
I feel like here we go. Room temperature IQ moment. We're gonna have a room temperature IQ segment now.
Yes.
That should be the name of this episode.
Yeah. Actually it would be. I feel like people's go-to is rock because it's already there.
Yeah.
Instead of doing an extra movement.
I
could see that being the go-to movement for 90%. Oh, that's a little extra. But 70%. Oh, I'm dumb as fuck. So 90% of the time, because it's just an easy. I was already there. Fuck it. And that's why. Maybe that's why. Now that I'm looking deeper, maybe that's why my go-to is paper, because paper will always be rock.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, if you're most likely gonna do this, I'll do this, and I should win. But think about that. I mean, I know we as adults we don't just walk around playing rock paper scissors, but I'm sure
we can.
If you, well, your memory's not bad, but I'm sure if you can go back, you think like, I do use scissors a lot. I do,
So my question is, in today's day and age, if you're just out and about in the city, how often do you think someone will actually agree to play a round of rock, paper, scissors with you? Like you're just randomly walking.
At least 50%, at least.
Yeah?
You'd have to get a vibe check. Like,
yeah, true.
But
we should go
out
to Atlanta and go figure it out.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Maybe Dallas. Maybe Lawrenceville. They're a little more friendlier.
Nah, I don't want Freddie. I want anybody.
He want the real deal.
Yeah.
He want Atlanta.
Yeah, because if you go to somewhere that's friendly, if you go to somewhere that's all friendly, then you know most people are gonna play. But if you go where there's a mix, you might play, you might get shot.
When you were younger and playing rock, paper, scissors, did you used to add like extra shit in it, like tornado?
No.
Okay.
Nah.
It's my room temperature IQ. Sorry.
Your room temperature child. No, please don't touch your mom. We got time for that. If you had to describe racism to a child, how would you describe? So you can't use big words. You gotta be like I would say, that's when a certain colored person doesn't like a certain colored person or a different colored person. Like, how would you describe it though? No.
I would use dolls because children like toys.
Okay, but we don't have dolls. Use your word. We're kids right now.
White doll, no like black doll.
We're not cavemen. We're children. We're your 6-year-old niece who has enough cognitive ability to understand. You don't have to talk like a damn. And then you think of yours too.
Okay. Little Mary Beth. Chooses not to like Jakiria.
Goddamn.
Simply based off the color of her skin.
Why?
She's taught that by her parents, unfortunately.
So for no reason.
Essentially.
Because if you go back, why the parents? The parents, and then you go back to no reason. Okay, your turn. You go. You're fired.
How?
White, no link. No.
Yeah.
Over there. Apes follow. Come on now. That's my favorite line from the play.
sometimes you just gotta be like clear and concise. It's like, okay, we each have a different color. For example, what's your skin color? I'm black. You're black. Okay. The what's another color? I don't want to use white because that's too easy.
Yeah, because I actually got in trouble for that. Side tangent. I got in trouble for saying I was brown. I was like, "You're black," and I was like,
"Yeah."
I literally was brown.
I went to I went to my crayon box and I was like, "I am not black." I didn't get like whooping it, but it was like a sit down. I was like, "Dom, you're black." I was like, it was a long conversation of us going back and forth. I'm like, if this is supposed to be black from the crayon box, from Crayola, and this is supposed to be brown, then how am I not brown? And then she's like, well, you're black, you're African American. And then I also had a Middle Eastern friend. I was like, we're damn near the same skin tone, but he's not. I was like, so he's black. No, he's not. I was like,
see, that's actually what I was about to say. Like, that's the thing. It's like, I can say, okay, white, but then then it's like, it's not just white people that are racist. Yeah. So it's like, I'm not going to say, I have to say this Asian person, I can't just use their color.
True,
you understand? So it's like, it's that thing. White and black, yeah. But in everybody else, it's more of a cultural.
Sorry, I had a question. Aren't you technically brown though? Because you're half Dominican.
Oh, I wasn't. I'm just talking about the fact that my skin. If you pull out the crayon box,
well, yeah,
our skin is brown.
But
it's very rare that you see like maybe the Sudanese and all the actual black ass people.
Are Dominicans considered brown or black though?
They're considered the black people of the mix of the Hispanics.
I've met some Dominicans.
They don't.
They will.
Some of them don't complain.
Yeah.
Trust me,
I know. Me Dominican.
Yeah, trust me.
But black is a Dominican is a race. Black is a color. So for them to say, like, if you were to say, "Yo, you're African American," then they go, "I'm not African American. I'm Dominican." But if you say you're black, I'm not black. I'm Dominican. So
that's what they say.
You're still the color doesn't change.
But that's what they say.
Yeah, that is what they say about it.
But that's a whole other historical thing.
So let's work together to.
But like basically,
let's put our IQs together and make a 3-digit number. And,
wait, he still didn't say. Oh no, you didn't say yours.
No, he was still in the middle. I'm sorry.
No, it's basically just like explain that everyone belongs to a certain color race. All right. For some it's not okay to say the color, but you say their cultural background basically. But basically when one of those doesn't like the other one and there's no reasoning behind it, all right, it's a top thing, all right. Basically, as an example, if I say I don't like this person and you're like, why? I was like, because I don't like the color of their skin, I'm being racist.
So perfect. So not perfect. So I'm the kid. So you just said that. So you have no reason you just don't like the way they look. Mm-hmm. You don't like something about the way they look. You didn't get to know them yet. You just don't like them. Mm-hmm. So why are you racist to spiders?
Fuck spiders. That's why.
Because based off that description, you don't like it just off the way it looks.
Yes,
that's racist. Why are you racist
I'm
to
racist.
Spiders?
All right, I accept it.
Why are you racist to spiders?
Because
maybe if you got to know. Actually, in my mom's culture, it's bad luck to kill spiders.
I have a lot of bad luck. I killed one last night.
Like that's the one. I don't know why that insect, but like they'll literally not pick it up with their hands, but they'll throw it outside. They won't kill it.
Funny enough, actually saw a video the other day. If you pick up a spider and put it outside, it's actually gonna die.
Sense. Yeah, that makes sense. What you just said. I had to ask her, but that makes sense.
What?
I said about the whole Anansi thing.
It's like a god, demigod or whatever. Yeah.
But yeah,
I doubt it because they're Christian, but it's still there. But yeah, I doubt it's her reasoning of because
I don't like spiders. Now I saw there was a big one in there like 2 days ago in my room. I was like, I'm not gonna sleep in here. I toughed it out. I made it. I killed it.
So what did you just close your door and slept in the living room?
Yeah. But then
you just say you could. I was about to say, so if you close the door, you could just like you sleep in there. Does not. That's just like Elijah said about the silverback gorillas in the mall. Mm-hmm. They stay upstairs. I'm gonna stay downstairs. That nigga's gonna go wherever it wants to go.
Because that's the thing. Like I was sitting, I was like, I guess I ain't sleeping the other night. And I was like, but then it's gonna disappear, and now I'm even more scared because I don't know where it's at. So I went and I just sprayed the crap out of it, and it fell, and now I don't know where it is. But I'm hoping it's dead back there.
Or it came back stronger. It's probably waiting for you.
Don't say that. So, I'll burn that face now.
My mother-in-law babysat our kids while we went on a cruise. I left her my ATM card for expenses. We returned and all hell all hell broke loose. Oh, I don't like the way I said hell. She found our weed and reported us to the police for having drugs in our house with minors at home. DCFS is now involved because drugs were found in our home. She found my firearm in my lockbox and told police having a gun violated her son's parole. And he was in the Bahamas, also a parole violation. My husband was arrested when we landed at the airport. On top of all of that, my mother-in-law took $1,500 out of my account for babysitting. My husband forgave his mother, but I just cannot. She calls and visits as if it's all well. To me, she's a snake and wants to take our kids. What to do?
I don't know what to do, but your mother-in-law is a terrible person.
Yeah, I would never trust her with my children ever again.
Yeah, that's about that.
But why do you have drugs in house?
It's
children.
Weed. It's weed.
Oh, still.
It's weed. Obviously it's not out. If they didn't make
she did search.
If they didn't make
the lockbox.
if they didn't make an effort to hide any of the stuff, okay, but everything was obviously well hidden, and she snooped and found stuff.
Yeah.
And like.
And she had to be snooping real hard because the lockbox is obviously locked. Yeah. You had to go search for the key and then utilize that key to open the lockbox.
And then you call the police on your own son.
Yeah. Like
violating his parole. So now he's gonna have more parole.
And the son is stupid for forgiving his mother because what?
My mom would never.
My manager is married. His wife is 7 months pregnant, and she's not fucking him at all. We've been together for 2 months. I'm not cheating on her. He is, so I don't give a fuck about her feelings. I sent him nudes, and his wife intercepted them. She pissed with me in the parking lot at work. I blocked the blows, and then I called the police. He got her off of me and mouthed, "I love you, Kenzie. Let it go." So I didn't press charges. But my forehead is swollen. My knots look like 2 devil horns. And I got fired. His uncle owns the business, so he kept his job. I've reached out to him several times because I need money and job leads, but he's playing games and being distant from me. I'm trying to reunite before his baby comes because that baby will get all of his time. What to do to get his attention? I know he thinks about the good sex we had.
You're an awful person.
How did you get fired because somebody slapped you with a pistol?
Because it's
probably against the workplace or whatever.
Yeah,
you know they have rules.
Yeah, but it said the uncle.
Yeah, but you can just do wrongful termination then.
If it's in the work handbook and you violated it, that's.
No, I'm saying if it's because of the family business, then we both. If it stems from because in the company that we all used to work for. If a manager and whatchamacallit get in trouble, the manager, the higher up one's the one that's in the wrong. So it's like in this one, only reason why he would say it because his uncle, you can go through whatever and you can get I don't know how much, man. I don't know all that, but you can get something because that's wrongfully termination. Yeah, but
I don't know. You can also
but she's not worried about it. She just wants him back.
Yeah, you can also not sleep with married dudes, but
that part.
So I never understood that because. I mean, obviously it's wrong, but what she said, just like what she said, I'm not the one cheating. Mm-hmm. We're both wrong, but in my head, he's more wrong.
No, definitely. You shouldn't. But you shouldn't. You're gonna still have consequences. Yeah. Because you're still doing something wrong.
You're still participating in the adultery.
It's one thing if it's like, oh my God, you're married, but she knew.
Yeah.
Sometimes this obviously isn't the case for this one. Sometimes. I guess I watch too much TV, but they're like, hey, I'm gonna leave my wife any day now, and then they on the crack pipe dream, and they're like, oh, he said he's gonna leave his wife for me.
Yeah, I don't think he ever said that.
I said not in this story. I'm saying like some girls where they know they're married, but but he said he was gonna leave his wife. Yeah. So I stuck around. Divorce is messy. I heard, but for this one, I don't know because she wants him back, or she's asking, how do I get him back or whatever. Get his attention.
Let's go find another man.
That part.
How does he get to? She doesn't say this, but how does he get to go back to the wife with the kid?
Well, we don't know.
Because the wife is probably feeling real insecure right now. She's 7 months pregnant, all in her emotions.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, how does he get to go back to it? Like, If you feel insecure because of his action, then you leave the man.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know if she did.
That's what I'm saying. I'm adding extra stuff to the story. But like, he got to keep his job and the girl and the baby, and you lost your job, no money.
2 knocks on your head, looking like a devil. My bad.
Hey, she wrote it.
That's crazy. Sucks for you, man. Do bros over hoes? That statement, does that count at 2 a.m.?
Bros over hoes?
Yeah.
Now, what's the scenario here?
No. Answer the question first. Does bros over hoes, is it still valid at 2 a.m.? Have you ever dirty macked somebody? And for people that don't know what dirty mack is you talk bad on a friend or somebody else. It doesn't even have to be. You talk bad on somebody else to make yourself look better. To the person you like.
At least not that I know of. I don't think I do that.
There's a story of a guy. It was him and his best friend in college, and his statement was it was college, so it didn't count because they're still friends to this day. Mm-hmm. But he's old. I think he said he was 50 something. He dirty mapped on his friend to get the girl, and then the person that he was telling the story to was like, "Well, how did it end up?" He's like, "Well, I ended up fucking her, but they ended up dating." Mm-hmm. They didn't get married or anything, but so he was like, we both won. Because I didn't want to date her. I just wanted to fuck her. I got what I wanted. Somehow she found out everything I said about him was a lie, and she ended up dating him anyway. He got what he wanted. Everything's good. And then they were like, how can you talk bad about your friend? He was like, bros over hoes doesn't count at 2 a.m. When you're horny and there's a girl in front of you and she realizes, or you realize she likes your friend, but you're just like, oh, for this drunken night, yeah, he's an asshole. He's a this, he's a that. She comes home with you, y'all fuck. Is he fucked up for that?
Yes.
He is?
He sounded so disappointed with that yes.
He is?
Yeah, because he just cock blocked his friend.
No, they still ended up dating.
That doesn't matter. That could not have happened. He still jumped in and said, you know what? I'm taking this. You're a terrible human being.
Yeah, because who knows if he didn't do, what is it called? Dirty Mac? Mm-hmm. If he didn't Dirty Mac the other guy, they could have dated right then and there and then end up married. You never know.
Or since it's 2 a.m., he could have hit that.
There's missing a part. The girl is wrong too. Because anybody, maybe not drunk at 2 a.m., but anybody, if I didn't know, this is different. If me and you were friends and we went out and there was a girl that liked you, if she really liked you, all the stuff I'm saying, she'd be like, well, let me figure it out for myself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I would take heed, or she would take heed, but it'd be like, oh, let me get to know him for myself. So the fact that she believed him and fucked that one night, maybe she was playing the game the whole time.
That's true.
And they were the pawns. Because she got what she wanted that night, and then she still ended up with the dude.
I wouldn't be surprised y'all sneaky. y'all
don't include me in that.
I didn't include you, but I did.
They are sneaky. Y'all are sneaky.
Didn't I just say don't include me in that?
Women as in general. Are you a woman? Are you a woman?
You could have.
Or are you a transformer?
No. You could have left it at they are. You didn't say y'all.
Y'all? Are you a woman?
I am.
You the only woman
not
in this
that
house.
time.
Not that time.
I said not that time.
Oh. Okay, what kind of person slaps old lady? If you had to describe in your head what they look like, yeah. What kind of person would you say slaps old ladies?
Did you raise your hand and say you would? So I would say about 5'7", bald, glasses, from Miami, beard.
I'm 5'9".
Oh shit! Really? I'm sorry.
No, that means I don't look like that.
Oh, I was trying to describe you.
I know.
So at what point, like, and this is episode 37. So what if episode 40? Because I already told her if we're at episode 100 we haven't seen those kind of traction, I'm done. I don't give a fuck. It's not fun for me no more. Because it's like I've done this 100 times over, and we still haven't got nothing. Like, okay, it's just not for me. It's time to move on. Like, I think that'll be my realization of like, okay, it's just isn't your thing. But you got.
But then again,
100 episodes.
101 could have been the one.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like,
that's the
And
thing.
honestly, you can't necessarily. I know we've done 37 episodes, but it wasn't 37 episodes of that being measured for profit. Like I said, it didn't happen until November.
yeah, no, that's why I gave it to 100.
Oh.
So it's because the episode we started was 20, so we've gotten 12 episodes of 12 weeks of us talking in the books of getting some kind of profit, and then all the clips. The clips get more traction than anything else. But the reason why I said 100, and then I'll get into that. The reason why I said 100 is because I didn't start this off saying I want to get paid from YouTube, but then it got to that point, so my mindset changed, and I started giving a fuck about the titles and the thumbnails and all that. So it's like as time goes on, we get close. Like we're in 37. I'm talking about quitting at 101. That's, oh my God, 67 more weeks.
Mathematician.
That's 67 more weeks.
No.
37 plus 37 minus 100.
47.
Oh, you said 101.
No, I'm saying like I'll quit at 101, but I'm saying 100
Okay.
is the deadline. 63. Oh damn. Oh yeah, I'll flip it. So that's 60. You can sound like a fuck. We got an IQ of room temperature, remember? We gotta put it together.
I was trying to correct you quietly.
63 more weeks of us talking and laughing and arguing and doing that and doing this. It's gonna sound crazy, but because I see what you're saying with the profit, but like I think you jumped in maybe 19 and you jumped in like fully around 15. And it's not that much more of what but it's like for me to already, I'm not supposed to be in front of the camera and I'm doing more and more and more. At that point, it's gonna be like, nah, I'm good. But I can see where it's like 101 could have been a thing, or 102 could have been it. But I just don't want it. I don't know. Maybe y'all, if y'all want, I'm not saying I'm gonna delete the account, but I'm just you definitely can't get me in front of the camera at 101. Because at that point, it's like, okay, I already didn't really want to be in front of the camera. Now I'm just overextending myself for fun, and I didn't want to do it. But,
well, it looks like you guys have a job. You need to make sure you get those subscriber counts up so we can keep this man on the podcast.
Keep
fuck the
him
subscriber
from
count.
quitting.
Fuck the subscriber count. We need the views. The subscriber count is there.
Share with everybody. You need to comment. You need to share with friends, family, your cousin, your enemies. Shoot, we don't care. We don't discriminate.
Yeah, we're not racist to spiders.
All right.
If you have 3 different YouTube accounts, watch us on all 3. Please and thank you.
For sure, we had to give 2 notices for relationships. Be like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and put my 2-week notice in. Like, you haven't been performing.
Nah, that don't work.
That don't work. Performing. You haven't been hitting my the KPI set at the beginning. We talked that I need cuddles, I need communication, and I need at least a date night a month. And you haven't been performing to that.
Nah, that ain't gonna work.
But would you respect it more?
No.
Would you? I'd rather because. Wait. I just rather.
Did you at least put them on notice, or not notice? Did you at least give them the opportunity? There we go, to fix it beforehand. Like, you know how like jobs give you like a plan or whatever.
You talked about it. Like we said, we need cuddles. We need more communication. We need more date nights. We haven't. I don't know the time frame, but and this one gave you a month, gave you 4 weeks. I haven't seen any improvement. You haven't communicated that there's anything. Stop. I'm doing the corporate talk. You haven't given me any communication that there's anything, any barriers that you're experiencing. So here's your 2-week notice. I can see why you say no, because it's like anybody gets 2-week notice, well, break up with me right now.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't say that at the job. Because you will want another paycheck. You want another 2 weeks of a paycheck.
The only thing I can see the 2-week notice for is like if y'all live together and like giving them 2 weeks to move out.
True. But to that point, some jobs actually do just say bump the 2-week notice, leave now.
Yeah, because sometimes, that's the thing. You're like, oh, give 2 week notice. Oh, yeah. Fired.
Yeah.
So
if I'm the one breaking up with you, should I be the one to move or should you be the one?
It depends.
I'm the one who's leaving the relationship.
Depends on whose name's on the lease.
Okay, but we're both. Oh, okay. I can see
it depends who pays more.
I'm the one who's leaving though. So shouldn't I leave everything? Like not all my stuff, but like I'm walking away from you. So shouldn't I be the one to go? I'm gonna find my own place. You don't have to worry about it.
Nah, it costs a lot.
Unless you did me wrong. If you cheated on me, then it's different. Then that's not 2 weeks. No, that's a clean break. But it's like one of those like I'm leaving, so that's fucked up. You just broke up with me, and you're telling me not only did I just get my heart broken, I gotta find my own place now. I at least need to be my heart broken and be secure-ish. Yes, I'm gonna have memories, but like, imagine getting broken up with.
How you gonna be secure if you don't pay the rent now? So if I leave now, you have because if I leave, I'm not paying the rent. Mm-hmm. But then I'm have to. See, I ain't gonna work out because for me to leave, I have to go get another place.
Yeah.
To get another place, I'm gonna need my deposit back. So you're gonna get kicked out anyway.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking about the emotional aspect.
You're saying to break the lease to get the deposit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It costs money.
I'm thinking more
so
the
So I need that deposit, the thing.
Yeah.
Fuck that! I'm gonna break.
Because then I'm gonna have two.
Breaking up with me.
No, but I'm saying because I'm gonna have two separate rents on my name.
Yeah.
Like nah.
But imagine the emotional like. Where it's like you got broken up with, and you were told. So you gave me my 2 weeks. Hey, I'm giving you 2 weeks notice of our breakup, and it's your 2 week notice that you need to find a new place. Mm-hmm. That's a lot. It's a little.
Well, it's better
if you tell me I'm breaking up with you, but you can keep the place, or you can. You got 2 weeks to find a roommate, find somebody to move in. I ain't gonna do it. I'm out. I'm finding something. It sucks either way.
If I'm not in a situation where I can do that, I'm sorry.
That's
can't beat it.
Well, you should have thought of that before you broke up with me. Why are we breaking up anyway?
Because you trash.
You should have thought about that. You didn't think about. Oh no, that's because then you're trapped. If you're just staying for the sake of a place to stay, that's not fair to you.
I don't do that. Not anymore.
Yeah, I caught that too.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no overstaying.
Oh, what did you say?
What was the question?
Ain't no more overstaying. It's like we're done.
The original is should you give 2 week notice in a relationship? That was the original question. Then there was part B.
If it's just like boyfriend girlfriend, no. But if it's a situation like you share a house, I honestly think it should be more than just 2 weeks because if you're sharing a house, it's a lot more involved.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can give you 2 week notice of breaking up, and then the same by the like today's the 2nd. Mm-hmm. By the end of the month, I'm leaving, or you whatever you decided you need to leave. That still gives you. Let's call it a full month because only it's day 2 of this month. So it's like you get a 2 week notice. That's so now it sounds even weird. The more I'm saying, I'm like, oh man, a 2 week notice of a breakup. And if I ask for a 2 week notice of a breakup, and then 2 weeks from today plus 14, April 17th, the day after, you come up with a new nigga or a new girl, can I be like, yo, what the fuck? I just broke up with you literally yesterday. It just went into effect literally yesterday.
That means they were smashing 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And before that.
So is it cheating? Well, ooh. If I give you a 2 week notice and you start doing other things.
Oh, that means you're with that
within that 2 weeks. No, I'm saying within that 2 weeks. Is that still cheating? Because we're not broken up. I said it's effective in 2 weeks. We're still together.
What's the point of notice for 2 weeks? Why not just break up then and there? Because you gonna be having sex during that 2 weeks, knowing that it's gonna end? Like what?
It's the same thing. And the thing I said is that we have to give the job 2 weeks so they can find somebody else, find a replacement. So it's almost like. You gave me my 2 weeks, so I'm gonna find a replacement.
Yeah, so
within those 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's just like, okay, I give my boss 2 weeks tomorrow, and
they gotta start the interviews. So that means
interviews.
So that means whoever you just.
But you don't put somebody in my spot within those 2 interviews. You start looking
in a relationship. Even the interviews, that's you're dating somebody.
Yeah,
that's cheating.
Dating is different, but my thing, I said you brought somebody home and y'all went in that room.
That's cheating too.
That's what I'm saying. The dating thing, okay, date, but bringing somebody home and fucking.
You don't date either. If you're still together, that's cheating.
If I know you're breaking up, if I know it's effective in 7 days, I'm gonna do whatever. I'm gonna be the nigga do it right now. I didn't say. I'm saying should they?
Mm-hmm.
Like, would it not be a little bit more? Actually, why are we even? Damn, we are some toxic niggas. Because instead of saying, "Oh, I got an extra 2 weeks. Let me try to do above and beyond and see what I can do in 2 weeks to get them back. We're over here like, fuck it. This nigga start fucking other people.
Oh no, but I'm thinking I'm the person breaking up with them.
No, in each individual scenario, we're the ones broken up with.
Oh.
Yeah. I just keep saying me and you because I don't.
Oh, I'm dipping. I don't need 2 weeks. I'm gone.
Wow. So you're gonna let them have the apartment?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you bring
Honestly,
So you don't get your deposit back.
Oh no, I'm getting the deposit back. I'm letting them keep the apartment. I didn't say I didn't say for how long.
And you said you let them keep the apartment?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna.
You got broken up with. You gonna let them keep the apartment?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
They're gonna keep the apartment for the month that it's still paid for, because I'm getting my shit back.
Hell.
I'm like, hey, by the way, we're leaving at the end of this month. Yeah, and then I leave.
Hell.
And then they gotta figure that out.
Y'all are crazy. If you break up with me, you gotta go. You broke up with me, so you gotta go.
I wouldn't want to stay in a place where I have memories with the person.
Fuck, make new memories. Fuck that.
I am in a new better apartment.
Shit,
Yeah.
indeed.
I probably want to.
You know how hard it is to be finding these places and get approved for it.
I probably want a better place anyway.
You saw the struggle into to get me back from Alabama. The fuck. Hell no. Nah. You can go do that. You left. Go have fun. A search. I wish you luck. I wish you no ill will. But I'm keeping this motherfucker right here. The fuck. So we all. So no 2 week notice.
If I
Rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I feel like it's admirable.
Because if it's done, it's done. It's like now for them 2 weeks, I'm be looking at you like,
the fuck we doing,
bitch. Like,
see, that's what I'm saying. Y'all went the negative route. I immediately,
because it's gonna go the negative route because you just broke up with me.
But I just thought about it when I wrote it. I was thinking that's 2 weeks. I can try to fight for this. It may not work, but I just straight up said, "Fuck them." I'm over here like, damn, that's 2 weeks. You ask for this and this, maybe the cuddle because obviously you already
stop having a heart. That's what you see. That's why I said the heart is what that's gonna steer you wrong sometimes. It's like if they got to the point where they're like, "We're done," you're done. Because now, even if you try to fix it, all they're gonna be looking for is that one moment, that one little thing that you fucked up on. Now we're back. We're back to square one of I don't want you here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you need to talk?
No.
You defending? One moment.
I'm just saying.
They're gonna wait for it.
I'm just saying.
They're gonna hold you.
He's talking from a place.
And then they're gonna talk about your bald head. And they're gonna say how you look better with dreads. And then they're gonna hurt you. They're gonna talk shit about you.
It's not even for like experiences. It's just in general.
But yeah. That's good.
And I'm thinking more of like saying my friends go through stuff like that.
So what about 2 week notice of friendship? A regular friendship?
Honestly, no.
I feel like regardless, it's admirable.
No.
I may not like it, but I respect you. You giving me notice that you don't fuck with me no more.
The only reason that it's even done in the job realm is simply for the fact that you don't want to burn bridges. You may need to reach out to them rather for a referral. If it weren't for that, fuck them. I'll play today.
You think motherfuckers start dating and they're like, let me see what your exes look like. Let me see if I'm, well, not everybody, but some.
Nah, all my bridges are made with wood.
Yeah, I don't need any bridges with no exes. I don't need any bridges with no ex-friends. For what?
I burned that shit a long time.
For what?
Tripping.
No, I don't hold ill will as far as like if you chill, I'm like, hey, what's up, bro? Like that, but I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna go hang out with you. We done. Later on, I'm gonna be like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, how you doing? Oh, life's good, blah blah, this and that. All right, peace.
I asked you this before. I think we were at the old house. So you and your girl moved in.
I'm getting way too comfortable. I'm literally laying all the way down.
You are married.
Mm-hmm.
You go to work one day, one regular Wednesday, come home. Every trace of her ever being there is gone.
Mm-hmm.
What's your next move? She didn't give you any warning that she was leaving. She didn't say she was going nowhere. Her phone number's not working. What's your next move?
Get the gun.
Get the gun. And do what with it?
You don't go there.
Yeah, where's this going?
I was gonna walk
Paint the walls with your blood.
I was gonna walk in just like, well, damn, what I do? like,
you're not gonna call her parents, see like what's going on.
I guess I'll do that stuff. But it's like, if it's to the point where you just
dip,
dip, I'm like, damn, what I do? Well, me see what Tinder looking like.
Damn. That fast? You're not even gonna try?
I'll try.
You a cold-hearted motherfucker. You not? No, you're not. You just say, "Let me see what Tinder looking like."
That's just me being funny. I'll try. If I actually
at least reach out to the
I'm
parents,
actually
brother,
like,
sister,
yeah,
whatever.
like,
Like, have you heard from
in
Mama?
reality, yeah, I'll see if all's good, and obviously they'll probably say, "Oh well, this is what happened," and I'm like, "Oh well."
Now that I think about it, I'm actually on your evil side. You snuck. You were sneaky. You could have did it when I was home, when I was off over the weekend. You decided to wait for me to go to work and U-Haul it and pack up real fast and dip. I'm not looking for you. You want to sneak? Go sneak. This ain't hide and seek, nigga. I'm not coming to find you. Now that I think about it, I know you were joking, but now that I actually think about it, like I might do the whole, hey, have you heard from Britt, like to her parents or her brother? Oh, she said she doesn't want to talk to you right now. She ain't got to talk to me ever. Don't worry about it.
No,
That's all I needed is make sure she was good.
I ain't gonna say that much. Me, it's just like she don't want to talk to me. All right, cool.
And make sure that you're good. If they say, "Oh, we don't know where she went," then it's like, "Okay, what happened to you?" But if they're like, "Oh, she doesn't want to talk to," okay, so you did this on your own free will. Deuces. Beep beep beep.
And I'm gonna move.
Ooh.
So if you try to come back,
okay, that's a good question.
Too much.
That's a
I'm
good
changing
question,
the
though.
locks.
This is my third state. Come on.
This is a good question. So, okay, I don't want to put us in it.
Go ahead, you have to. Or do.
You have somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You're married.
Mm-hmm.
She does that to you.
Mm-hmm.
You're really close with her family. You figure out, you call them, they say, yeah, she just doesn't want to talk to you. You cut her off. Are you also cutting the family off?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay.
The
Of
fuck?
course.
Okay.
Fuck them.
I'm cutting the family off.
I only knew them because of her.
What the family do?
I only knew
They're
them.
complicit.
They helped her move.
She's there.
I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
They probably helped her move.
So for me to interact with the family, she's there.
What if you found out that they're actually the ones that were like, she wanted to do this 2 weeks ago, but they convinced her. They're like, no, give him a chance, give him a chance. Like they were actually defending you. What if somehow you found out they were actually the ones that were trying to help her stay?
Still.
Wow.
Because you're. What am I gonna do with you now?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like
It's like I'm gonna go visit
Yeah.
visit your mama.
Yeah, that's weird. I can understand maybe the brother, like a sibling, but the parents definitely not. The sibling, if y'all actually made a relationship,
Like I don't like it's like I see your mom. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Like I'm not gonna treat her badly, but like I can't like. What am I gonna come to a family function? Yeah. Like with your ass there, I'll be sitting there like this.
Based on some of the stories you read in the past, she goes to you. Fuck her mom.
I was actually gonna say that, but I decided not to.
Now she's gonna be calling you daddy for a different reason.
I was actually gonna. I chose not to say it, but since you brought it up, yeah.
That's fair.
Mama got a big ass.
I just feel like so.
As long as she's not married.
No. Because the story we read, he cheated with her coworker. She went and fucked his daddy, and then the dad divorced the mama.
I know, but
you said that's fair because she fucked the coworker.
But I have some kind of respect.
You said it was fair. You said it was fair.
I don't remember that.
You said it's fair because he fucked the coworker. That's where the whole thing where women don't play for
Exactly,
came from.
like, yeah,
that
that's
story.
right.
I'll put it in here. You said it. You like.
I wasn't saying it's fair to fuck a married man though.
But you're saying it's fair to fuck his daddy.
Oh yeah.
And his dad was married.
But I wasn't saying it to the married part. That's wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
Hell no. But so 2 week notice, no. I mean 2 week notice for a relationship, no.
Or for friendship.
All right, so you got no, yes. 2 week notice for friendship, no, yes. That'd be kind of weird if like, hey man, I'm giving you a 2 week notice. I don't want to be your friend anymore. But we still want to go to the bar this Saturday.
Like for real.
That's kind of crazy. How could you? That's weird. But that's what jobs do. But they don't.
But you said
if it were the job, if it were the job saying, hey, we're giving you 2 week notice that we're gonna hire somebody else, but we still do that project by Friday. Fuck you and that project. Yeah, I'm not. Why would I keep working?
It's like when they fire you, and then they call you like, hey, we need these papers and this thing. What's the login for this, that, and the third? I'm like, you're gonna have to pay my pay my consultation fee to get that information.
Hell yeah.
Because I don't work there no more. You should have thought about that before you fired me.
That's true. I didn't even land the plane on why I brought up Uncle Patrick. So I have to do some editing. So when he was talking about how you don't have to be happy to you're not. It's very rare you're gonna be happy in your job. Your job is only supposed to pay for your happiness. Like your job is supposed to feed the necessities and all your pleasures or whatever. So my question to y'all was how, like, and I asked this on Mike's episode, I remember specifically, like, how far are you willing to give up happiness for comfortability? Like, we both hate our jobs, we got a nice house, got a backyard with this ugly ass nigga right here that be digging up the holes in the backyard. And I'm like, we're pretty comfortable. And that's what's stopping me from quitting tomorrow or putting in my 2-week notice. I'm not gonna do that. If I quit, I'm gonna quit. But quitting, and then we'd have to dip into savings and hope another job comes through and all this other shit. But it's like, so I asked that almost at least once a week. Where it's like, how much more of this can I take before I'm like, I just can't do it. Like everybody has a breaking point.
Yeah.
How much? I won't say disrespect because they're not disrespecting me. They're just giving me a lot of extra shit. So it's like, how much of it can you take? And it's not like a quantitative thing. Like nobody knows. Like, oh, at this point I'm gonna break. It's like it's kind of like how you feel in the moment type shit. But
for me, it's like I just start looking. Like I told myself never to do the thing where I just quit again with no backup because that left me unemployed for 2 years.
I didn't know it was 2 years.
But with that being said, unemployed, that's when I started my photography and this stuff's like this stuff for money. I just didn't have a real job. All right, a real job,
like a W-2 job.
Yeah, I did the photography, did Lyft, did some food delivery service thing under the table, a bunch of stuff. But like, I'll just when I get to that breaking point, it's say okay.
You said you did some services under the table.
Food delivery.
Oh,
service,
I did not hear the food. I was like, whoa.
You're hearing what you want to hear.
Services under the table. That's
little glow action. Just make it. Just don't. Just be like, all right, fucking, I'm gone, without having a backup. For me, it's just when I reach my breaking point, I start looking. As you see, what I've been doing is like I'll start looking, and then once I find something.
I have a rebuttal. I could argue that you quitting that last job and not having any means is what sparked the photography for you to take it more serious and get money because you were like, I gotta get income somewhere. Yeah. If you had it, then it would have been like, oh, okay, I'll take a few pictures here and there, lackadaisically when I feel like it. But you quit, now your back is in the corner, or you're back into a corner. It became survival. And now you took that, you did that, and now you've had talks with us. You want to do bigger and bigger, but what if you never did that? So like, I'm not saying I'm going to quit tomorrow, but what if I quit tomorrow and I'm like, I don't know how much more I could throw myself into this podcast. So that's a bad example. But I throw myself into something. I'm like, I got to make this work. And I'm going to be, because a lot of people, there's a lot of those motivational people like, people that don't, people that have a plan B, they only have a plan B when they don't, because they don't focus on plan A enough, basically. So it's like, when you have options, you're not as tuned in, because it's like, oh, I have a backup. If this don't work, I can fall back on that. Mm-hmm. But it's like, it's a very dangerous.
Yeah, but for me, it's like, that's the person, because again, I had to do that for survival, but at the same time, like, the time spent doing it, I could have still had another job. And like now that I'm doing it again, while working full time, there's nothing I'm seeing that would make it so that I can't do both. But like as I get better, like as I start progressing more in the photography, I can be like, all right, now I can leave the job. All right, instead of just being, all right, I gotta get out. Let me just start this again and start. It takes it wasn't immediate. It took some time. So I don't have a plan B once I do that. So like now I'm like, how am I paying my rent? You know, and at the time I did that, I was living with my parents, so there wasn't no rent. So as much as it was for survival, I was not paying rent. I didn't have as much.
To be able to spend money.
Exactly. I didn't have as much responsibilities at the time, so I was able to do it. But now, it's all on me. So like, as much as I would love to just be like, all right, I'm done with this, let me hop on that. I need to make sure that's working for me first. All right. You can say whatever motivational thing, entrepreneurial stuff you want to say, but everyone's situation is not the same. All right. So a lot of them people who talking about I lived in my car, they ain't live in their car. They live in their car for probably a week. Type stuff. Yeah, some people just be lying. All right, but like I understand the mentality, but your mentality is not real to somebody else.
So that, if I'm hearing correctly, that's the same thing when going back to when I said, oh, I'm gonna cut it off, or I'm gonna cut off for me at episode 100. If I episode 100, or so you're saying I should wait another 63 weeks, 63, right? That's right, 63.
Yeah, 63. Yeah,
63 weeks of dealing with this shit to see if this takes off. Like if this was my only other plan, to see if this takes off. Like that's because you're like it's a lot more at risk. Like if you quit and God forbid you don't find another job and the savings ain't hitting savings only last so long for a regular non fucking 1%er. So it's like, I don't know. That's like I was with you, and I'm like I said, I'm not saying I'm quitting tomorrow or next week, but it's like when I put it in quantitative like that, it's like I gotta do this. Obviously, it can happen at any point, but I gotta wait. I gotta do another 63 weeks of that.
Well,
and hope one of these videos take off. You know what I mean? Like, and we get the traction.
But then again, you put the cutoff. I was just doing it. I had no. Oh, if I do it, you know, when I started, it was because of certain situations, but like there was no like, if I don't do this, then I'm gonna do that. Because like hell, I wasn't even charging as much. You know, I'm charging like $500 for a wedding, bro.
Ooh, you just reminded me of something.
It was like $500 for a wedding. I was just like, you know what? I found a niche. I was like, let me serve the people who can't afford the $3,000, $4,000 photography. You know. And that worked out.
You just reminded me of this. It was a lawn service or a pavement service guy. I know it's not his quote, but he was like, there's 3 things you can get when you order a service. You can get cheap, fast, and good quality.
That's
you can only get 2 out of 3, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
They tell us to use that pitch when we're selling.
At your job. You get cheap and fast, it won't be good.
Yeah. But for me, it's just like, it's just, like again, like I'm saying, it's just everyone's situation is different. What? So it's like
there's a flaw
because like there's there's a lot of people who started a successful business while having another job, and then were able to leave the other job. I don't like when people say you have to quit just to be able to like. No, you can put 100% here and put 100% there.
You see it swelling?
Can you?
Yes, you can.
That's not 100 though. How? How can I do 100 here?
Is that too small?
It's actually too big. I'm supposed to have a 5.5, but I intentionally got a 6 because I know my fingers swell.
How? Well, first, there's a flaw. So, there was you can get it good quality and fast, but it won't be cheap. You can get it cheap and fast, but it won't be good. Or you can get it, damn it. You can get it cheap and fast, but it won't be good. You can get it good and fast, but it won't be cheap. Or you can get it cheap and good, but it won't be fast. How? If it's cheap, I'm just going to do shoddy work. So it's going to be fast. It's going to get done fast. It's cheaper. It's good. Oh, I get it. I got it. I just had to say it one more time. All right, but how can you give 100% into 2 different things?
Because they're separate for each other. They're not the same thing.
But that's because I'm obviously thinking about it. So if I give 100% in this, maybe it's a personal thing. But if I give 100% in this,
for you to give 100% at that, at your job,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
That's your 40 hours.
Mhm.
Then the other hours, that's 100% of that.
But that's not just because it's 40 hours doesn't mean it's 100%.
No. I'm saying those 40 hours are giving 100% to your job.
Mm.
The other hours you're giving 100% to your other thing. You don't really mix, do you?
So, but something's falling in the cracks. 100. What does she get? Because if I'm doing 40 hours here and everything else is going to, or
I'm
40
not
hours
saying
there.
I'm not saying use your entire thing.
But
I'm saying
how can something be 100? Like if you break it into a pie, and I give you all this pie, you can't. Unless I'm
saying more like effort.
Okay. I thought you were talking about like the whole 24 hours in a day. If I do 8 hours here and I give 8 hours here, like she doesn't get 100%, or she doesn't get as much as she could have because I put more into that. I thought you were talking about that.
Because like when I was doing it, when I did my photography, when I did have a job, I just mostly did so. My schedule worked out to where I had Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, so I only did photography on the weekends. Which weddings are usually on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If I did have to take another day, that's what personal time's for. All right, take that day off, and you could do that. You just got to find a way to make it work. Now you just have to have in your head: do you want this to eventually replace that altogether? All right. Now it takes time to build a customer base, to build this, to build that. All right. So if you have a job now, you can do that on the side and start building your customer base. All right. It's just some people. I know some people. Some people want results immediately.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't want to take the time it takes. All right. This will take a little bit of time to start building that base. All right. So you let it build the base until hell. There was a bunch of YouTubers who were like, yeah, they because you're talking about the ones who were like, yeah, they quit and they started doing this full time. There's hundreds of them who didn't do that and are doing numbers too. The difference is in mentality and situation. All right. This person probably had a wife and kids, so they can't do that. But they took their time and they built it up. They started getting that traction to the point where they're like, hey, I could leave this now because this could take care of my wife and kids. All right. It's all about what you're capable of being patient for, basically. So it's like you're setting yourself. This is the cap. This is all. You're already saying this is my bar, and that's it. But you might have this much more in you. But you set the deadline. You set the cap. So I'm saying, like, sometimes watching these motivational things, watching these other people who've done successes actually is a detriment because it sets it takes your mindset away from who you are and you start following what they're saying. I'm not saying what they're saying isn't going to lead you to success, but you have to find the ones that are saying the thing that does lead you to success, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
It's all about not letting people change your mind. They can help. They can add to your mindset, but don't change who you are. Or because only you know what you're capable of. Only you know what you really can handle. So that's why I'm very much not into like I'll watch some stuff here and there, be like, hey, this is a good way to do this, because I'm doing my business with, so there's a lot of good advice, a lot of good stuff. But it's like don't let it get to the point where it's like, okay, this person said this is how they did it, you have to do it this way, or you're not going to be successful. Yeah, you're not going to be successful because you're going to quit now. Because you think what they're saying pertains to you when it might pertain to the person behind you, but to you that's not what's going to work for you. That's all it is. I don't let people tell me what to do.
For sure, because some of those motivational videos would be like, you gotta wake up at 4 a.m. When you wake up at 4 a.m., you're gonna go buy 2 chickens. You're gonna leave the chickens there. You're gonna go all the way. You're gonna run 2 miles. When you run 2 miles, you're gonna see an old lady. When you see an old lady, get her the 2 chickens you left at the house. It's like they say all type of shit. I used to wake up at it's
because nowadays everything is just about work. It's literally just work. How much work can you put in to be successful? Like it's just work. Back in the day, they didn't have that, bro. Back in the day, motherfucker worked at in the 30s, 50s, they could get a house working at McDonald's. In the 50s, 60s.
That's crazy.
You know, now you go get a McDonald's job. Oh man, you ain't shit, bro. What you doing with your life, man? Because you can't get nothing with it. It's very hard.
There was I think we just got spoiled because we hit the ground fast. Like, we started in March 26th. From March 26th to August, we were already at 1,000 subscribers. Like, a lot of people see that slow stuff. Like, and then our first couple of videos got 2,000, 3,000, and then all of a sudden, like, we got used to that, right? Mm-hmm. And then around when we actually started getting paid, November, December, all of a sudden, shit just dropped. I don't know if it was because we went from me and Elijah joking all the time to when we were upstairs, we tried to do serious shit, and I was getting traction. And then we went back to joking, and all of a sudden, shit just dropped. And then we tried to go back to like one serious episode, so it's like that goes back to the very, very beginning. I was talking about identity, but I think we just got spoiled because we didn't see that slow progression. Yeah, it was like within a month we were already at 500 subscribers, and we were already getting thousands. So I was like, oh yeah, this is easy. And then now I feel like from December to now, I feel like this is what we should have been experiencing April last year. Of like, no, these are with the 20 views a video and 30 views a video, and then this is what it feels like. Instead of I don't know if it's the algorithm.
It's weird though. What happened to the 2,000 and 3,000 people that were watching?
Yeah, because the video we posted yesterday, it was pushed 1,500 times, which means like it popped up on people's home screen or suggested, but only yesterday's analytics. So we got 10 views. It was pushed 1.7 thousand times.
Jeez.
And yeah, so but then if you look at like our shorts, our best shorts that we have, I think is the I know it's the one of the riddles. But that has 11,900 views, but it was for 17,000 times. So it was like,
yeah, it was short. The thing is like also like attention span.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We're living in TikTok era.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna start putting like which episode it came from, so that way people can reference back. Yeah. But
that actually would help.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? And I try not to die. I've seen a bunch. It sucks because we just talked about debunking the whole motivational speech, but this isn't a motivational thing. I've seen a bunch of the Sidemen and KSIs, and they're like, as much as it seems like we don't. After it got to a point where they just didn't pay attention to their analytics at all. Like because they got to follow into like, we're gonna drop something people are gonna watch. And if 50% of them talk shit, we already got the view, which is where I stole their quote from. We already got the view. I can delete the comment. You can't delete the view. But so it's like, but we're not there yet. But it's just like, I'm trying not to get stuck in them. It's like, oh, the analytics, because they drop something every week where it's like, based on here's what your people are watching, and I try to like I tried to cater our episodes to like, oh, are people watching this? And then
maybe that
the viewership didn't match. I was
exactly.
like,
so you
this
just gotta
isn't working.
just keep it at do what you want, as opposed to try to cater it. Because you might have changed it just enough that the people who did want you for a certain thing, I think they want the randomness. I don't know. It's almost time for me to pull the plug. Not pull the plug. Pull the what's the saying?
Like start your business thing.
Kind of, yeah. I'm by the camera.
Really? That's amazing.
You know, like take the plunge.
Yeah, there you go. That's a better one. Yeah. I said pull plug. I'm like that don't sound like the right one.
Acceptable.
You lay down now.
I lay down?
Yes. You like this? Like
Oh no way, not it.